have been certified to be worthy of the same. I invite the Director of the College to deliver the welcome address and present a report of the activities of the College.
Respected Chief Guest of the day, Dr. Seetharaman, Chief Executive Officer, Doha Bank Qatar, the President of the day, Haj.M.Abdul, Majedu, our Chairman, Dr.M.A.Mohamed Nizam, Secretary and Correspondent, members of the Trust, heads of the departments, friends from press and media, parents and my dear new graduates, it gives me immense pleasure to stand before you to welcome you and present a brief report. Some were born great, some achieve greatness, and on some greatness is thrust upon, says Shakespeare. When people go after power and honor, the power and honor come after them. Here is a person who is the recipient of multiple doctorates from leading universities in the world. It is said, great words come from great minds. Greater words come from great hearts. This great heart, the chief guest of the day, has been blessed with the gift of the gab and information regarding his keynote addresses run 2 pages. Sir, thank you very much for accepting our invitation and gracing the occasion. On behalf of the Trust, the management, principal, staff and students and the graduates, I extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Dream come desire if they are not put into action. Here we have with us a man who has brought his dream to life and has been an instrument in bringing to reality the dream of many parents and students. Yes, my dear graduates, I am referring to our chairman, Haj.M.Abdul. If you are searching for a source of inspiration, he is the one whom we should get hold of to be the role model. Sir, we thank you for your presence and welcome you to this ceremony. We have heard people say, behind every successful man there is a woman. We are happy to welcome the women behind the success of our church. On behalf of everyone gathered here, I welcome our Vice Chairperson, Haj.M.Abdul, to this graduation ceremony. Welcome you, madam. I take this opportunity to welcome our source of inspiration, Dr.M.A.Mohamed Nizam, our Secretary and Correspondent. He is not only inspired us by his words or order, but also by his actions and sense of perfection. On behalf of everyone gathered here, I welcome you, sir, for this 13th graduation ceremony. I join with new graduates in extending a warm welcome to Dr.M.A.Mohamed, the Joint Secretary and the then Principal, to this graduation ceremony. Welcome you, sir. The support and guidance of the member of management need a special mention. Your contribution to the growth of this institution has truly led us to its success. We thank you for your support and welcome you all to this graduation ceremony. I take this opportunity to welcome all the teachers who have molded you to what you are today. I welcome the teaching fraternity headed by Dr.J.William, the principal, ably guided by Dr. S. Ravimaran, Vice Principal Administration, and Dr. Mohammad Vice Principal Academic. We do remember with gratitude the relentless support extended by parents and our friends from press and media. We thank you for patronage and welcome you to this graduation ceremony. Deserving the best for the last, my dear young graduates, this is your day. Your dreams come to life. I don't want to be too formal in welcoming you, but we are happy to see back in M.A.M.G.I. The feeling that we realize is similar to the words of Thiruvalluvar, ஈந்த பொழுதினும் பெரிதுவக்கும் தன்மகனை சான்றோன் என கேட்ட தாய். With the same feeling of fondness, I welcome you all to this graduation ceremony. Thank you. The 13th Graduation Day Report. As the tree is known by its fruits, dear graduates, you have added rich tribute to your alma mater, and I am pleased to present a report on the graduation details of 2010-2014 batch students. Number of graduates: UG courses 452, PG courses 144, total 596. Branch-wise graduates: BE Civil Engineering 46, BE Computer Science and Engineering 103, BE Electronics and Communication Engineering 43, BE Electrical and Electronics Engineering 94, BE Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering 36, BE Mechanical Engineering 99, B.Tech Information Technology 31, M.E. Computer Science and Engineering 31, M.E. Electronics and Communication Engineering 7, M.E. Computer Science and Communication Engineering 14, M.E. Environmental Engineering 10, M.E. Power Electronics and Drives 11, M.E. Manufacturing Engineering 3, M.B.A. 25, MCA Master of Computer Applications 43. Number of gold medals 3, BE ECE, BE E&I and ME ECE. Number of university ranks totally 41, BE Civil Engineering 3, BE Electrical and Electronics 6, BE Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering 4, BE Computer Science Engineering 5, BE Electronics and Communication Engineering 6, B.Tech Information Technology 7, ME Mechanical Engineering 4, ME Computer Science and Engineering 3, ME Electronics and Communication Engineering 2, ME Power Electronics and Drives 1. Number of distinctions totally 22, BE Civil Engineering 2, BE Electronics and Communication 3, BE Electrical and Electronics Engineering 2, BE Electronics and Instrumentation 1, BE Mechanical Engineering 4, B.Tech Information Technology 2, ME Computer Science and Engineering 3, ME Electronics and Communication 2, and ME Power Electronics Drives 1, MCA 2. Number of first classes 513. On behalf of everyone present here, I congratulate all the graduates and wish you all a great success in the future. Now I invite the Chief Guest, Dr. Seetharaman, to address the candidates.
The Chairman and the Management Committee members of the M.A.M. College of Engineering, the Principal, faculties, honored guests, parents, teachers, my dear students and graduates. It's my pleasure and privilege for me to be integral part of this 13th graduation ceremony. Before I came to the dais, Mr. Nizam has arranged a press meet. Some of the questions which the press people have put to me, if I put you across and the answers I gave, if I again showcase to you, I think I've done the keynote address. The press was asking me, how do you look at the changing world and how do you look at India as an emerging economy? Is India in the right direction? What's your interest in the younger generations? And how do you see the futuristic world? I think that's the essence of today's session. We live in a changing world. The world is changing on account of globalization. The world is changing on account of re-regulation. The world is changing on account of technology and consumerism. The world is full of opportunities. What is changing today is full of challenges. We relish the challenges. We accept the challenges. We're going to make sure you convert challenges into opportunities. That's precisely you as young graduates standing tall today, the future world. The world is converting as real. As a banker, I can tell you. With the financial crisis, financial economies are converting as real. The world is still facing the financial crisis. Since October 2008 to date, what we have fixed is the simple money supply, liquidity. Still, long way to go in converting this world becoming real. The crisis in my pursuit of profession is good, simply because it is ethical, it is moral for me to believe, irrespective of the profession you belong to, whether you are an individual, institution, country or continent, you have to be real. That is what we change. Communism is changed. Today, China, as a socialistic economy, has got free market principles. That's why today, in terms of global ranking, they are number 2, apart from the United States, which is $16 trillion economy. It is China, number 2 in the world. Capitalism is alternating its form and substance. America is changing, protecting the consumers. India is also changing in substance. This century belongs to India. Take it from me. Why it belongs to India is because of the changing dynamics of U.S. demographic dividend. Youngsters, under 35, over 60% of the Indian population is under 35. Over 358 million Indians are between 14 to 35. That's a huge number which can transform the entire world. That is the strength we have. You can change. You can change provided you recognize the challenge. What is the challenge? Eradication of extreme poverty. வறுமையை ஒழிக்க வேண்டும். Gender equality. ஆண்களும் பெண்களும் சரிசமம். Eradication of extreme poverty, gender equality, universal health care. The world is becoming a knowledge society. If you have knowledge, that's the real wealth. That can generate enough amount of wealth for you in material terms. So you need every single human in this planet should have education. That's the prime motto of all of us. Bringing humanity to prospects, human dignity, that is education. That gives you the drive, the change, the challenges you can face by having knowledge as a tool. Reducing the child mortality, eradication of terminal diseases like HIV, environment sustainability. Look at extreme weather conditions, rising sea level, increasing temperature, deforestation. And again, you have a role to play. You as young minds have a role to play to see the world is becoming futuristic and you have better world than today what we have, for which you need sustainable environment. And to do this, you have to bring in global partnership. So who is going to do it? You are going to do it. You are the change. You drive the change. You face the challenges. How can you do it? Provided you understand you, who you are, how can I change to make sure I create a better world. That is the purpose. To start with, to understand, you have to set a vision. What's the vision? If you set a 5-year vision, you cultivate flowers. If you set a 10 years vision, you cultivate trees. If you set in eternity as your vision, you cultivate people. That is what you have to do. You have to bring the change by cultivating people. To do that, you have to understand. How do you understand? Self-realization to start with. Young minds, Annayam Pitavam Mundaridai. தாயிற் சிறந்தது கோவிலும் இல்லை. அதுதான் நீ தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும் முதல்ல. Once you integrate your heart and mind, you understand who you are. You have peace within you. You create peace within you. You become productive, positive, constructive. You engage in a world which is productive and positive. That's the drive. So you are constructive because you believe in yourself. You realize yourself. You integrate your heart and mind. There is no conflict within you. That's point number one. You have to recognize the teachers who are here. Kolarul Devam, Kolhei Menmai, Kalai Payil Telidu Katurai Vanmai, Nilamai Nilekol, Malanigar Machilum, Mulakir Arimoda Vebavan Asiri Pavil, Nandu, Pavanandi Munivan, Ilakana Mahata. And the Asiri Madikavan, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Veshwara, Guru Shakshat, Parabrahma, the space with Gurevira. உன்னுடைய கடவுள் ஒரு தாய் தந்தையருக்கு பிறகு உன்னுடைய ஆசிரியர், அதற்கு பிறகு நீ வணங்கும் தெய்வம். அதை நீ புரிந்து கொள்ள வேண்டும். இதுதான் நீங்க கற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டிய பாடம், வாழ்க்கையினுடைய அடித்தளம். இதை வைத்து ஏற வேண்டிய படிகள் ஏறாது. ஒவ்வொரு கட்டத்திலும் ஒவ்வொரு படிகளிலும் நீங்கள் சந்திக்க வேண்டிய சந்தர்ப்பங்கள் ஏறாது. அதை வாய்ப்பை நீங்கள் தக்க விடாமல் தக்க வைத்துக் கொண்டு வாழ்க்கையிலே முன்னேற வேண்டும் என்கின்ற பொழுது நீங்கள் வெற்றி பாதையிலே கண்டிப்பாக வளர முடியும். For which you need setting a vision. Point number 2, setting the right kind of vision in your mind. How do you feel the vision? How do I generate thoughts? How do I inculcate as a habit of cultivating the right kind of vision? What is science without humanity? What is commerce without morality? What is pleasures without consciousness? Nothing. Purpose behind your life, meaning behind your action, drive behind your challenges, and making sure you drive it with the sense of purpose. That's what you have to do. Setting the right kind of goals. What do you want to be? Today you are a graduate. What do you want to be in another 5 years? What do you want to be in another 10 years? What do you want to be another 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years? When you want to die, how do you want to die? When you die, what you are going to be looking like? What you are going to be spoken about when you pass out from this planet? What was the purpose of your life? Recognize that. Setting your kind mission for you to recognize you become a decent human to create a better world for you to prosper, for a generation to prosper. An old man was planting a corn, oak tree. A young man was passing by. He asked the old man, "Mr. Old Man, are you going to live to watch this tree grow, this plant growing, and again you will get the trees? Are you going to be here in this planet?" For which the old man replied, "Today I am getting a lot of fruits from these trees. There will be people behind me. There were people before me. That's what this planet is all about. This planet we are on lease. We have a limited purpose, limited time. A certain kind of mission and a vision within you, you will drive a change. And that's important. So, setting the goal is important. Like Socrates. Socrates is a famous person. Young boy asked him, "What's the secret of your success?" He asked the young man, young boy. Next day, asked him to see. He was there. When the boy came, he took him to the nearby river and immersed him. When he turned blue, he pulled him out. When he started breathing, he asked him, "What was that most desired need you had when you were under the water?" He said, "I was gasping for air." That's what you need when you want to sense the success. You have to be desperate to get the success. You have to feel the success. You drive the success there. That's sense of purpose. That is setting the goal. Then you need drive and determination. How do you drive? How do I get a determination? You We have many examples. Mahatma Gandhi is a classic example. Martin Luther King is a classic example. Nelson Mandela is a classic example. Abraham Lincoln, classic story. What was Abraham Lincoln? You know he was the President of the United States of America at the age of 52. What was he at the age of 24? He was a failure in the Legislative Assembly. He was a failure at the age of 26. He lost his sweetheart. He was a failure in the Senate, 27. He lost his business, 28. He had a nervous breakdown, 30. Again he failed in Congress, 34. 37, again he failed in Senate. 46, he failed as a vice president. 52, he was the president of the United States. Failures are the stepping stone for your success. Recognize that. That's important for you to become successful. Important thing is, recognize without failure, you don't achieve success. Without learning lessons, you don't have a foundation for you to become successful. You don't build castle on that. You have a very strong foundation to become a very strong building like this. Then comes hard work. There's no substitute for hard work. கடின முயற்சி விடாமுயற்சி கடின உழைப்பு இவை இரண்டும் உன்னுடன் கலந்து இருக்க வேண்டும். There's no substitute for hard work. I remember the story of a biology teacher. He was trying to articulate how the butterfly, the caterpillar turns into butterfly through a cocoon, the shell. He was trying to explain in simple terms. In a biology class, he was trying to show how the struggle is worth it. It's going to struggle for a while. This caterpillar turned into a butterfly after the struggle, then it gets molded within the formative stage. Wait for a few hours. He advised the students, he left the class for a break. An impatient boy broke the cocoon, the shell. What happened? There's no butterfly. The caterpillar died. That's our substance. In the formative years, like you, as a graduate, you have to work hard. You have to drive hard. You never know what you can do unless you try. You have to drive with hard work and commitment. You are a winner. Winners make it happen. They don't let it happen. You see the gain, not the pain, what you're going through, what you've gone through, what you will go through. You see the gain. You are like a thermostat, not like a thermometer. The drive within you is to recognize the challenge and make sure you have drive and determination and hard work within you to compose, making sure you will drive the success. You will. That's important. But that's not alone. That's not alone. Everything is a result of teamwork. Your body, as a functional embodiment, has got multiple parts. They synchronize, they integrate, they deliver the purpose. That's why when you run an enterprise, when you become a corporate professional like me, or when you run a house, it's integral part of your functional makeup. You are a team player. You are not alone. You can never achieve success on your own. You have to be a team player. Like, understand this. Understand this simple principle. It's participative leadership. Understand, young or old. I saw the chairman was being accompanied by his son, Dr. Nizam. He was shouldering him. He set the foundation for this good institution. And in fact, he gave the credit to his better half. She is the driver of the entire engine. It's her vision, her action has resulted into this great enterprise as an institution. That's participative leadership. When you achieve, you don't achieve alone. It's a team play. You understand? Because of your committed team participation, today the results are small. That's very important. That's very, very important to become successful and sustaining a success. It's not that you reach the top. You hold yourself there. Keep doing the right thing. That can only be achieved if you recognize everything is all about team play. You are part of society. You are an integral part of society. You have to, as a banker, I have to play to society. I have to play to the regulator. I have to make sure my customers are happy. I have to make sure my shareholders are happy. I have to make sure my staff is happy. I have to make sure my society is happy as well. So socially, you are responsible. Your behavior, your conduct, your pursuit of profession, your action, your reactions, everything is an integral part of your functional makeup. You have to understand the drive within you is integral. Your social responsibility is very important. Every action of yours has got reflection in the society. You have to make sure that comes in action. Every decision of yours is